are some of your non-negotiables?
For relationships,
Yeah, for relationship. Just
I
this
can't
is
do
just
bitches. That's not my thing.
What do you mean?
he can't have no friends.
Oh no! Of
No,
course,
I'm
friends.
saying you.
Of course, friends. Friends.
This is your
Bitches
non-negotiable.
and friends are not the same thing.
Like, what do you mean, bitches? What does
Like
that
I
mean?
can't do the whole like just bitches. You know, like some men have bitches, and I can't do it. I'm not like if you. I can't do. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. I can't do bitches.
Yeah.
So there's just
I didn't know what she was talking about when she first started saying that. I'm like, why is her language so vulgar? Why is she saying that?
certain type of men I'm just not gonna date because they need
Got
bitches, and
bitches.
I can't do it.
What about like a best friend of a? Like,
Oh yeah, no. I think I don't. I at the same time, I don't want to date a man who doesn't have any platonic female friends. Because
Okay.
why
I've
do
said
no
that
women want to be
before.
around you?
Yeah. What if they've had sex like once in the past 10 years ago, or just a few times, and they're best friends? That doesn't bother you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think that humans should be able to interact with each other without the idea of having sex all the time.
I don't.
Shows you the delusion of women. Realistically, I don't even think that she believes what she's saying. I think that she's saying what she's saying because she wants permission and she wants the autonomy to be able to do what she wants to do around her platonic, quote unquote, platonic male friends. She wants to have male friends. And so it's difficult for you to make the case for that if you don't also allow for men to have female friends. Now, realistically, we all know that there are no real female friends. And is it possible for you to have female friends? Absolutely. Most of the time, when people have friends of the opposite sex, they are firmly entrenched in the friend zone, or they grew up together, or it's something real organic. But you don't just meet somebody that you find attractive, you attractive, or y'all both in the same field, and then y'all hanging out together every day without catching feelings. That's bullshit. And so when she says, well, I don't want to be in a room where I look at a guy as a red flag when he doesn't have any female friends. Why don't females want to be around you? I don't think that that's really the case. I think a lot of times guys remove themselves from certain situations once they get into a relationship because they don't want anything to prevent them from focusing on a thing that they need to be doing, whether it be their business or they want to focus on the person that they with. It is just natural for a person, especially a woman, to start to pull back from her male people that she's around when she gets into a marriage or a relationship, because why would you be giving that much energy and that much time into somebody that you're not necessarily doing life with? You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of these conversations obviously is disingenuous. Too many red flags right off the bat. You can't just say that somebody is disqualified based off of whether or not they not spending a whole lot of time with women that they're not busting down. That don't even make sense to me.
And if
men can
if
always
women
do that.
genuinely don't want to be around you, or you don't want to be around women unless you're sleeping with them, that's for some people. It's just not for me. I would like to be able to trust that you're in a room full of women and your entire goal in this room is not to fuck everyone that's in there.
Damn.
That's a lot of men.
Plus, I
Say
like a
Paul
man that
Pierce.
can take input from a woman that he is not sleeping with, and who values a
I don't
woman
need no
that's
input
not
from no
a
woman.
partner that he's trying to fuck, or family, or off limits for some other reason, like it's his boy's wife or something.
I
Like,
don't need no
I just
input
think
from
that
a woman.
I have a lot of great male friendships. I have male business partners. I have brothers. I have my brother's friends. Like I work with men every day. Like I have great relationships with men. And I think it's important for the person that I'm dating to be able to be around women. It doesn't mean that you're hanging out with other women all the time.
Yeah, that's real.
But that you can't be in a room talk to a woman without it being a sexual thing. Like
without
that's
having discipline.
that's
to
weird
not-
One of the biggest red flags, y'all, is when a woman says that she has a lot of male friends, a lot of guys that she work with, and then she sprinkle in, well, I have brothers and brothers' friends, and then she also has a lot of guys that she's interact with on a regular basis. Huge red flag. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I think that people should be able to do what they want to do when they want to do it. But if you don't think that that's a red flag, then good luck to you, big dog, because you're gonna be in trouble for the rest of your life.
to me.
Yeah.
So you have no discipline in that way.
Yeah, you have no discipline.
And I think that is also a level of maturity as well.
Yeah.
Because you can be attracted to someone and still be like, I actually would never sleep with this person.
Yeah.
So I think for me that's important. But bitches is something totally different.
I get what you're saying. What else is non-negotiable for you?
I'm less and less interested in religious men, if I'm being honest with you. I told Paul this the other day. I don't know.
What's
You hit me.
too
You hit me with the
religious?
man of God thing. It's
But you say God a lot on your podcast.
God.
Yeah, you be like, God, oh my God.
Oh my God. No.
Oh
no.
my God, it's different
Oh my
than
God is
talking
different
about
than being a
God.
man of God. If you're leading, I don't know. I've just had some.
So this
I've
is
had some negative. I've had some negative experiences with people that lead with their religion.
Are you religious? As a
Not
woman?
really.
No.
No.
So
I would say I'm a person of faith, but I'm not. I
Okay.
was raised in a Baptist church, very religious family. I don't think that just because you're a Christian that you are, not living a good life. I'm just saying if that's the first thing that you bring to the table, it's a red flag for me
you
because
feel
I
like
don't
they're hiding
care.
behind their
I
religion.
don't care. Why?
Add it to the list, y'all. So if you really, really love God and you're sticking with that and you letting that be the foundation of who you are, then that's a red flag, according to women. Just throw that on the list. Nice guys, good guys finish last. Listen, it's not a red flag if you out here in these streets busting down these holes and doing what you want to do and you running up a bag. It is a red flag if you lead with your religion or you lead with the fact that you are faith. You are faith based. And they try to separate it. They try to say spiritual. They try to say faith versus religion. Family, it's all in the same boat. If a person is focused on their faith, and I'm not saying that, some guys don't finesse or whatever or use the church as a in order to get women to sleep with them and all of that type of stuff. But the reality is that it's not a red flag for a person that love God and putting God at the forefront of their life as far as what they're doing. Not saying that everybody is going to do it, but I've never heard a woman say that a man that leads with his faith or leads with religion is a red flag. Never.
What does this
Something
matter to
happened
me?
with that before. That's what that happened.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Multiple
you might
times.
have a trigger behind that.
I
for
do.
sure.
I do.
Yeah.
I absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm acknowledging. I'm triggered by this, and it's gonna. It's
Yeah.
it's become a red flag for me.
Says
I'm
the
not
woman
saying
that
that if
slept
you believe in
with
God that you are a red flag. I also don't give a fuck. So just tell somebody else about it. I think for some men they think that that's what women are looking for, like
Yeah.
looking for a good Christian man,
Yeah.
and some people are, but just not me. So
But this is my thing about religion too. Like, like man may not like lead with it, but some men needed to pull them out of places. Like when there's nothing else. Like I felt like
Shout out to
religion
Paul
like
Pierce.
helped
That's
me
some real
pull me
stuff
out of some
there to
dark
say.
places.
Mm-hmm.
And like I believe
religion
you
or
know what I'm
faith,
saying? Faith, probably faith
Right.
more so than like.
because to me
'Cause
those
I
are two
have
different
faith.
things.
Okay.
Believing in God, having
believe in God,
spirituality, having a
spirituality,
connection
all
with your
that.
spiritual side, praying, all of those
Yeah.
things I do.
Yeah.
But
Same, but
to-
religion.
But
is
if you go to
different.
church,
lead with
if you go to church and you make that a priority, then that's a red flag because I think that a lot of these people have thought demons. Personally,
I understand what you're saying now.
like let's go to church on Sunday.
I'm Christian, I'm Catholic,
right,
I'm,
right.
Baptist,
Understand
whatever
that.
it is, that's like your
Right.
religion. Versus I'm a man of faith because I pray, I believe in
Right.
a higher power.
But also
I'm
for
connected
me,
to my
I
spirituality.
feel like a lot of
that sounds retarded. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all.
people that a lot of men that are extremely religious think that if we get together that I'm going to start doing that, and like I'm not.
Yeah, I haven't been
So-
to church in a minute, but I pray.
Yeah.
And I have faith. Yeah.
Which you're a man.
So people want you to be halfway in and halfway out so that they can still justify doing what they want to do. That's really what it comes down to. Most people are not prepared to make the step and the leap all the way into whatever it is that they got going. And that just means that y'all not equally yoked.
You're a spiritual
You're a
man.
spiritual person.
Yeah,
And
a
we all
man
have
of
a
faith.
spiritual side in some way or another.
Yeah.
But spirituality and
No, we
faith
don't.
and
We all
religion to me are two different things. But it is a trigger for me, so I understand that it's going to sound crazy to people. I don't know. I mean, I obviously want somebody kind. Like
Yeah.
I don't fight with anybody. I'm not fighting with anyone about anything ever.
Ever.
What would we
I'm
fight
good.
about? What would we fight about? What do we have to
Listen,
fight about? What is the problem?
So
I'm
if
so
there's
good
an
on that.
issue, then
we have a conversation,
conversation.
and then we make a decision about what we're doing at the end of this conversation, and then that is that. Well, I'm not raising my voice. I'm not getting to a place of anger. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not going through your phone. I'm not going through your car. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing
You
with
ain't
that.
never went through a dude phone.
Oh, of course I have.
yeah, but once you've done it, you don't ever want to ruin your day like that again.
Of course I have. But I would never touch someone's phone that I was
Me
dating.
either.
If I felt like I needed to go through your phone, it's over anyway.
It's over.
Yeah, I was feeling her on the last point about no confrontation and you don't have to necessarily argue in order to get your point across. But when we start to get into all of that extra stuff, then it becomes a problem. Let me know what y'all think inside of the chat. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. I'm going to link back to the platform in order for y'all to be able to subscribe if you want to watch more. or you want to watch the full interview of what it is that they got going on, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, T. Chanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.